Dear Mother Nature, before I begin, let me say I'm a long-time admirer, first-time caller, and a big fan. I've spent much of my life learning about you, from family and friends and neighbors, from books and magazines and television. And ever since we got them interwebs, I've learned so much more about you. About the vast expanses of your universe, scattered about with clusters of incredibly dense galaxies. About our own Milky Way galaxy, indistinguishable from thousands of others just like it, except that it happens to contain in one of its massive spiral arms, and among its billions of others, one single star named Solly, who had a twin star in the womb that decided instead to be born as four gas giants. And about Earth, which formed between Solly and the quadruplets, and wound up with an atmosphere and oceans, and even a dance partner named Luna, who kept those oceans well churned, while Solly beamed down on them, giving rise at long last to your greatest hit of all, life. Now I know to you, it must seem like only yesterday you realized the dinosaurs were going nowhere, and decided to give the mammals a shot. Good call, by the way. When you consider the respective timelines, our rise was nearly as meteoric as their demise. And speaking of timelines, that's why I'm calling. You know, like most folks, when I was growing up, I didn't think much about growing old. In my 20s, when you began to recall my hair, I didn't grouse. In my 30s, when you began to recall my eyesight, I did not lose my cool. Still later in my 40s, when you started issuing these huge slabs of flab to replace all that missing hair and vision, I still took it like a champ. I even took 50 in stride, because I'd come to believe that none of this was personal. You treated everybody the same way. But you know, I don't think that way anymore. Yes, we are talking about my sister Ray. Yes, again. Ever have I ever felt so old? You stand beside her and you feel like a bloated troll. Never ever have I ever dealt with my sag the way I'm feeling now. She's got me wearing hefty bags. Never ever does she ever seem to have to try. She'd never push away the wine or a piece of pie. I never even see her working on her fitness. I guess it's heaven sent, now can she get a witness? What's that? Well, of course I know how wonderful she is. After all, she is my sister. In fact, I'd say I know more about her wonderfulossityism than anyone, having known her longer than everyone. Okay, other than you. Now, you see, that's just what I'm talking about. Do you realize how jealous you sounded just then? Is that why you're treating her so special? What do you mean? What do you mean? That girl hasn't aged a day or gained a pound in 20 freaking years, and people are starting to talk. Weekends and holidays, it's like hugging a picture of Dorian Gray. Hey, maybe that's what I'll start calling her, Dorian Ray. Oh, shut up, you jealous. I am not going to say something like that to her face. For all I know, you've given her witch powers, too, and I don't want to wake up in a swamp somewhere as a 300-pound frog. No, all I'm saying is, whatever you're doing for her, maybe you could let me have a little... Hello? Hello? Stand beside her and you feel like a bloated troll. Never ever have I ever dealt with my sack the way I'm feeling now. She's got me wearing hefty bags. Never ever does she ever seem to have to try. She'd never push away the wine or a piece of pie. I never even see her working on her fitness. I guess it's heaven sent, now can't she get a witness? Never ever have I ever felt so old. You stand beside her and you feel like a bloated troll. Never ever have I ever dealt with my sack the way I'm feeling now. She's got me wearing hefty bags. Never ever does she ever seem to have to try. She'd never push away the wine or a piece of pie. I never even see her working on her fitness. I guess it's heaven sent, now can't she get a witness? Hello, operator. I was just talking to Mother Nature and I think we were disconnected. Can you give me... What do you mean she's blocking my call?